Welcome to episode 20 of the I
20.
Hit That podcast. That's right, 20. Allen Houston.
Wow. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Of the I
Wow.
Hit That podcast.
Pete Alonso.
The anorexic polar bear.
Mm. The
From your last
anorexic.
episode.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah.
I don't like to repeat jokes, but I just did. So for me,
Mo-
um,
moving along.
moving along, that's Mikey in the middle. And the guy next to Mikey is our special guest. As you can see, we have three in the booth today. That is, well, he loves to spread his big Nick energy all over the place. And he is the owner of Big Nick Energy, Modelo Beckham.
What's going on, Aunt Mike? Thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure to be
Welcome.
on
Yeah,
this
man.
show.
Welcome.
Welcome, man. Welcome to the silliness, man.
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah. So we don't really have guests. Yeah, you're our second guest.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's an honor.
Yeah.
I wish I knew. I would have cooked.
Soon we'll all get together. We'll do it in person. We'll bring some food,
Yeah.
bring some sandwiches, something.
Sounds good.
Um, yeah, so I follow Big Nick Energy all the time.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, can't say I love everything you say, but you know what? It's your opinion.
Doesn't matter,
And,
bro. Love the brand. Just love the
That's
brand.
right.
Thank you, bro.
That's it.
Kidding me?
That's it.
Thank you,
I
bro.
don't
Thank you,
even think
bro.
I follow any other Nick person. Just you.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Oh, that means a lot, man. You gotta make sure you follow the
Yeah.
actual Knicks account too, though. Show them
Yeah.
some love.
No, it's great, and it's especially like the huge following it's got, like in the city. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
posts every. It's like it's legit. Yeah, it's out there.
We can't do without like everybody sharing our stuff, you know. So like,
Hmm.
listen, I sit back and make the content, but the job is really done by the fans themselves. So
Yeah,
without
of
them,
course.
like we don't have a page without them. We don't have a brand
Mhm.
without them. So
Of course.
thank you to all them.
Yeah.
We don't know what you're talking about because we don't have fans or viewers or listeners.
No, bro, why do you have to ruin it? That's you just have to do the nod. And yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
Absolutely.
if you don't have many,
Sure.
you definitely will be having a lot soon. I can feel it. You guys know your shit, so there's no reason people aren't listening.
We think
Yeah, but is it just Knicks you do, or you like baseball too, right, Modelo?
Yeah, I've recently in the last few years started dabbling in baseball. I wasn't huge on it. My brothers are huge Mets guys. You know, I've been to
Mhm.
games my whole life, but basketball is always my thing. But I don't know, man. As I get older, I start to appreciate baseball more.
Yeah.
So, you know, past 3 seasons, I've really locked in, you know, paying attention to some of the off-season signings. You know, obviously, I'm sure you guys covered it a million times already. But Soto, Lindor, and Alonso, we got the three-headed monster over there. It's going to be a
Yeah,
very
I
exciting
agree.
season.
I agree. It would have been nice with Alvarez, but of course he had to go hurt himself.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. A little 6 to 8 weeks, right? He'll be
yeah.
back.
That's what they
Test,
say.
How many
man.
more weeks till the season? 2 more weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, what's today? The 11th. So
Was that
16 days.
so? Listen, was that the same nagging injury that plagued him last season with the hand, or was this new?
Last year was a ligament. I think it was the other hand.
The thumb, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got issues. He's got issues with his mitts, but I mean, you know, the guy. I mean, he came back from the last surgery even better, in my opinion. You know.
Don't we
So,
have a young guy that's pretty good catcher that's
Yes.
going to be replacing him for a little while?
Yeah. Well, there. Do we have anybody to replace him besides Torrens?
um, I haven't even heard or seen it like anybody in camp, but besides
They
him.
got some dudes. I don't even know who they are, man. I think they
Yeah.
played softball with him.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? I mean, they might pick somebody up, you know, like a veteran, just to kind of serve his time and, you know, keep him throughout the year until he comes back. But I mean, he'll be back, you know, by what, like May, right? Is it May?
Yeah, it'll pretty much be May. Yeah.
Yeah,
How do
it'll
you
be.
guys
That's a
feel
lot
about
of math. That's a lot of math.
How do you guys feel about Candelita walking, the OMG guy?
Hurts.
You can't. You got to make room for the young bloods.
I know,
Was
but
there a place for him? They could have made a place
a-
for him, but
a- as,
obviously they didn't want.
as a Met fan, you can say like it kind of hurts, but you know what though? If you really look at it, I mean, it was a gimmick. You know what I mean? Like it was cool, but it was a gimmick. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like the Mets have a gimmick every year. You know, grimace or a song or something. So I'm just, you know, the dude wasn't going to win us a title. you know.
Man, Mikey don't like Spanish dudes, man.
Shut up, bro. I don't, bro. His song on
He
the
brought that
top
shit
on the
out this
charts.
early. This early, he brought that shit out.
Hey, pop charts ain't titles, my guy. I don't care. I still like the song, but I don't care.
Nah, he's a really good player. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Listen,
he's only got
I
a
don't
minor
know if
league
the
deal.
fans are going to put on for him the way they got his song number one. The Mets fans have made that song number one.
Oh,
I don't know
absolutely.
if any other team's going to be able to put on for him like that and get a song to go up again like that.
I think if he came out with another song, it would kind of be like it'd be cheesy. You know, it's like that's your
agree.
thing, that's your shtick.
How do you guys
I
feel
agree.
about the concert in the outfield?
Again, gimmicky. I didn't like it.
I wasn't a fan of that.
I didn't like the Timmy Trumpets thing. I didn't
Yeah,
like when
Oh,
they did.
I like that.
Really?
Maybe a little
I
corny
thought-
when they brought him in, but I like the whole gimmick
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
I didn't.
But then again, like a gimmick, you know, it's like I feel like Mariano like reinvented Enter Sandman. You know, like what do we have? What do we have? What do we have?
Yeah, but Billy Wagner had Enter Sandman before Mariano.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, what by 6 months?
No, in Houston.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stat that. You might be right. You know what? We'll table that for another day.
All right.
So
And that Garrett Cole shit is crazy too.
hey, I'll just all I have to say is listen. I hate the Yankees. I hate their culture. I hate everything about them. But you never want to see that happen to a
Nah,
guy.
I don't want to see
That sucks, man.
I don't want to see it, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm sure they wish they had Lester Cortez now too, right?
Yeah. But yeah, you got to feel for the guy. That really sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible, man.
Yeah.
When he comes back, he's gonna be what 35?
57.
34 plus 1, 57. All right. Well, guess he's gonna have to pitch till he's 60. That's 3 more years left.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least he could grow his beard now, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah, he could work on it.
he was shaving his arms too because he thought he couldn't have hair anywhere, and then he let the hair grow, and that's how he hurt his arm.
Yeah, that's what happened.
His arm got too heavy.
Too many follicles.
Yeah, he was getting hair plugs in his arm.
He's got an arm pay.
No, it's terrible to see that happen.
Yeah.
You know, they'll persevere. Believe me, that division isn't as good as anyone thinks it is, or it's gonna be. Whatever.
Yeah. And it kind of sucks. It makes their signings look less impactful or more.
I agree.
How you look at it.
I agree.
You know, so. But
yo, don't be hating on my backyard behind you, man. Don't be hating on the backyard.
All right, bro. I won't.
Can't even see out there. You're good.
Hey, cool palm tree.
I got a coconut tree that is loaded with coconuts, and they're low. they don't grow high. They grow low. So every time I want coconut water, I'm just like.
Oh, that's nice, man. That's real. That's nice.
Yeah, stop making that motion with your hand. It's awkward.
I know. It's terrible.
So you guys watched the Knicks last night or what?
Yeah. How about
Not
those
together,
Knicks?
but we did.
How about those Jalen Brunson-less Knicks? Yeah.
Miles Bridges doing his Jalen Brunson impression last night in the first half. He was a little quiet in the second half. My Lord, was that impressive.
McBride, Deuce.
Yeah.
Deuce was hitting it, man.
Bro,
I guess there's this whole argument on Twitter where I guess Miles McBride came out in his post game interview the previous game when they lost, and he was saying, I'm going to do better. I got to do better. And then I guess there's interviews of him saying that he does consider himself a point guard. Me personally, I think this guy's a shooting guard. I think that me personally, I think this might be a flash in the pan game. I hope I'm getting proved wrong while Jalen Brunson's out. But to me, Tyler Kolek needs some burn out there.
I agree.
My whole argument with that is why are we not developing rookies when we get a chance to? This is a little window.
Tibbs, you know how Tibbs is, man. He leans on the veterans, man.
I mean,
absolutely. And
look,
we'll get into that. We'll get into that. PJ Tucker. He's.
I mean, like you said, like, Thibs has his own ways of doing stuff, but it's like, bro, like these starters, and I'm gonna bring it up. It's the elephant in the room. These guys are logging minutes, like they're logging serious minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, integrate, Kolek more, like put Deuce in there, put these dudes in there,
That minutes thing it's I got to combat it a little bit because you got to tell me one starter who's not playing 30 plus, one all-star, one high caliber player who's not playing 30 plus a game,
It's not, you know what, bro? I listen, and I 100% agree. But when we're up by 25 points, and
yeah, absolutely, yes, I agree.
Come on, bro, take them out of the game. Like that's where he goes wrong.
I agree,
and I don't get that. And that is the Knick problem.
Absolutely, there's something there where it takes him a little bit to get to realize it's garbage time. That he needs to throw these guys in a little earlier.
It does take him a while. He did it early yesterday.
We're lucky. Well,
because they did it
55% from the three. Yeah, they threw the flag before us. Yeah,
right.
But as far as I got a hot take on Tibbs, actually, if you guys want to go there,
I'll go wherever you want to go, man.
Because there's just one game of the season. There's a lot to analyze on this guy, and if anybody on Big Knick Energy fans are hearing this, I'm not saying Tibbs is a bad coach with this statement that I'm going to make. I am a huge Tibbs guy. Tibbs has been our best coach probably in the last 30 years. You guys are older than me. Best coach in 30 years.
Shit, that's wrong, man. That's wrong. You didn't have to say
You would
that.
know the history a little more than me. I probably started really locking in when Amari Stoudemire joined the Knicks.
All right.
Okay, so that was like that was the turn where they were up here for a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I got in when we were kind of nice, and then went straight to shit. But yeah, like, is there arguably a better coach than Tom Thibodeau that we've had in the past 30 years?
In the past 30,
Woodson was a good coach.
Woodson was good, but
Riley.
Didn't we have a year after the playoffs that we've been consistently to the playoffs under Tibbs, except for 1 year?
Oh, wait a second, 30 years, Jesus Christ, bro! I'm thinking it's like, holy shit, it's 2025. Yeah,
man.
Not even Van Gundy. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you can't.
Come on, man.
That's a good argument.
And then there's a couple. The players coach. It worked real good.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously, and we flip-flop coaches for a lot of years, right? So this is like the first time we've had a coach for a long time, in a long time. With that being said, I don't think Tibbs is good at coaching offenses that run through big men. The only time we've seen him coach another team with a scoring big man was Minnesota with Karl Anthony Towns. Now we're just seeing this. Now, when Karl Anthony Towns is the first scoring option when Jalen's out, we don't tend to win those games. And if you look at the history of Tom Thibodeau's centers, you got guys like Joakim Noah, Taj Gibson, Nerlens Noel, Mitchell Robinson.
Taj Gibson still in the league, I think.
Still in the league. Surprised he didn't get that last. Well, maybe he signed, but I'm surprised he didn't make his way to the Knicks again. But like I'm saying, he really only plays defensive bigs. So I think it's kind of like he's learning how to run offenses through bigs. That's why we're not seeing Karl at his prime. That's why we have, sometimes there's flashes of, my God, this is the guy we've been waiting for. But most of the time it's like quiet 25, It's nothing.
Yeah.
Last night was a quiet 26.
Yeah.
They play. They did, like, it sucks they did that, like that they did it without Brunson, but they did everything consistent last night that they haven't been doing. Like, defense was legit last night.
Yeah.
Like,
but hear this out. You could take Karl Anthony's points away and we still win that game last night.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not like
I know
like 10 or something.
Right. I know they gave up over 100 points, but still, like, the defense did its job, whereas they would have given up like 123 or, somewhere in that area. But they played good. I mean, how many turnovers?
18 to the other team's 30. But so that's just my frustration with the Knicks, that the entire team has to be clicking on all cylinders for us to be able to beat teams. Like and other teams can have an off night, and a Giannis Antetokounmpo could get them through it. A Luka Doncic could get them through a bad night. And don't get me wrong, Jalen Brunson is one of the most clutch players we've ever seen on the Knicks. And it's debatable, more clutch than Carmelo Anthony. But
not debatable to me. He is more clutch than Carmelo Anthony.
Absolutely. But it's just, eventually, I'm sure we're going to get into the talk where we can't beat the top teams, but it's like we all have to click, or it's all or nothing with this Knicks team, and that's probably my biggest issue with it.
Um, my, I'll bring something up. What happened to Achua now? Now Achua, like, yeah, we just throw you to the side, Precious. Throw you right to the side.
I think that was expected when Mitch came back, right? Because Precious was playing
I don't know
a
how.
lot
Why
of
can't he
five.
play power forward? Why can't he play some power forward?
Because Tibbs doesn't actually have a second unit. He has like a plug and play.
Because he doesn't know how to manage a second unit. That's why.
I can't go too hard on the Tibbs slander. I'm not allowed. But he doesn't really have a second unit. It's like there's always a starter or two on the floor at all times.
Should have traded Mitch when we could have.
Oh, don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started.
I don't care, bro. He's just, what has he
Do
done?
you know how good would this team be if Hartenstein was still the center?
Yeah, I mean, that's great. But let's talk about guys who are on the team, like you said, with like Achua. Like give the guy was there for the runs. Like the guy can play.
My biggest problem with Precious Achua thinks that he's more of a scoring option than he is. He makes some foolish plays.
Yeah.
I don't like the amount of times he's allowed to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
I don't like the amount of time when he shoots a three, even if it's once. I don't
know.
And that's new for Tibbs. Listen, Isaiah Hartenstein came to this Knicks team as a
3-point shooter.
Shooting big.
Yeah.
What do you get, like 7 on the year?
Yeah.
So him allowing his bigs to shoot is pretty new for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, you got to draw those plays for Karl Anthony Towns. So those plays are already written. Try Precious, but he's not. I like Precious. He's great. He's a great backup guy.
I loved him in college. He was so good in college, man.
I think the real reason he's being pushed is because Mitch is back.
Yeah, how long is he? 5 games in a row. He hasn't gotten hurt.
Yeah, I don't care. But
Don't jinx that. Knock on wood.
He hasn't shown me shit.
Oh, he had a great defensive game last night, man.
And
you also got to remember, he what is he? 4 games back, 5 games back. He don't got his legs back. He hasn't played basketball.
Maybe. I'm just sour because we could have got a nice package for him, I think.
Listen, you just got to think about the series versus the Sixers, how he dominated Joel Embiid. Granted, Joel Embiid was playing on, half a body, but he was still putting up buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was definitely putting some shit up. Yep. He's that dude. Embiid.
How about the PJ Tucker effect on the Knicks last night? The birds are chirping that, like, they're shooting a lot more because PJ Tucker's influence. And obviously, if they're hot, they're going to keep shooting, but it's a fun little story to follow,
I went for all right, this is where you guys can hit me with shit. I went for a massage from this dude.
Hey yo.
I don't even like where this is going, bro.
I know.
Can we just get back to the question?
Come out right.
Can we just get back to the question? So
hang on, damn it.
No, I'd like
I'm
to.
sure this is going somewhere. This is going somewhere.
Yeah, I just want to adjust Mr. Beckham at this time. I don't want to even, bro. I can't. I went for a masseuse with some dude like, bro, what are you doing?
I didn't say yesterday. It was a year and a half ago. I was with Maria. All right. The guy is he's more of a physical kind of trainer thing, but he does massage and chiropractor shit. Anyway, the point is he does that to a lot of the basketball players out here. And he's done it for years and years. And his favorite dude was PJ Tucker. He had some good PJ Tucker stories, man.
Well, you were telling me PJ played in Puerto Rico for a little while, right?
Yeah, for a while, yeah. Yep.
So I really like the PJ Tucker signing, man. If you saw how he was really active on the bench last night, screaming at his teammates, shoot that shit or shoot that. Can we curse on this?
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Adults.
So yeah, he said that, and now there's just some kind of like PJ Tucker hive forming in Knicks fandom that it's like, 1-0 in the PJ Tucker era. We shot 55% with him on the team. We're attributing it to PJ Tucker.
Make him an assistant coach.
You know what?
He's like the Mets Grimace now.
Listen, do you remember the season? It was like we had like Cam Thomas, and not the when old Cam Thomas. Later on in life, Rasheed Wallace, Cam Thomas. So those were vets that like gave their body all the way up to the playoffs. I remember Cam Thomas like retired so the Knicks could go get somebody right before the playoffs. I have a feeling we're going to have PJ Tucker's going to be a little bit of that. Just when he's out there giving it every piece of juice he's got left in his body for the Knicks. I know that he got interviewed and he said, I said I would do anything I can to get on this team. He wanted to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely could be a good influence. I guess they can sign him for the rest of the season, right?
Yeah.
One
He's
more
playoff eligible.
10-day. Yeah. Oh, he is playoff eligible.
He's playoff eligible. It's because they waived him before a certain time. He's playoff eligible.
All right.
It's not signing before a certain time. That's what I thought it was too. I saw somebody tweet today. It was like this Knicks team was too Williamsburg. PJ Tucker came on the team. Now we're a little bit more Harlem.
A little more Bushwick. A little more Brownsville.
Yeah, Brownsville. Yeah. I think Brownsville was what it was.
A little less Bay Ridge.
Yeah.
Like
a little less Throgs Neck.
Why do people have to branch off into like that realm? Like who? Like
I think they're talking about the hipsters, man. Williamsburg is the hipsters. They were saying the team is too. They were saying the team is too soft. That's what they were saying.
I mean, that's an argument. Not even an argument. That's a discussion we could definitely have, for sure. I think at times, they got no punch. Like they're just getting like ran all over. Like nobody.
I'd say the toughest two on the Knicks pre PJ Tucker, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson.
Toughest?
I think OG's tough.
He has to prove it to me. Him not coming back for the playoff run last year makes me feel away.
Yeah. I mean, it was a hamstring, so it's like you got right. It was a hamstring.
Was it a hamstring? I don't.
Yeah, and they said, it was like, he could walk, but he can't.
But he did try.
He tried. He tried
to do the Willis Reed. They tried to fabricate the Willis Reed shit. Oh, wait a minute, here comes OG, and he hits his first two shots, just like Willis. And then like,
yeah,
like, this motherfucker can't even walk.
No, he blew a tire again, bro. Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Oh man, I thought he was done yesterday when he went down. He grabbed his ankle.
I was like, well.
The last time he grabbed below his knee, dude was out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
foot sprain.
I'm also hearing this new Jalen Brunson might be out until the playoffs, which is 14 games, whatever. It's like 3 weeks.
They did say 2 to 4, right?
I heard reevaluation in 2.
2 to 4.
So honestly,
Brunson.
It's not that hard of a schedule going forth. I think we can pull through. I would say rest. What do you guys say on that?
Okay, here's my other thing. Go ahead, Mikey.
No, go ahead. I'll wait.
I was just gonna say that me and Mikey always have this discussion on here sometimes, but mostly texting each other, is that they lose too many fucking games at home. They lose too many games at home. I mean, they've lost 11 games at home.
Yeah, that Lakers one was home, right? No, that was away. The most recent Laker one was that most recent one was away. Oh.
No, it was but the week before or whatever, that was home.
Yes. The first one was, yep.
They lost twice to fucking Detroit.
So why do you think the Knicks can't beat the top 3? And this all right, here's a sentiment, right? The Knicks can't beat championship contending teams. So that means you're taking the Grizzlies out of this conversation and you're taking Denver out of this conversation, which are both top 3 teams in the West.
But they beat the shit out of Denver.
That's what I'm saying. So we beat the top 3 teams in the West, or top 2 teams in the West, lost to the number 1 team in the West, and we also lost to the top 2 teams in the East. Everybody else beatable or fluke games or
I hate
Lakers.
To say I don't think they're in OKC's league, man. I think they played OKC beat the shit.
I don't think so either. I think OKC will fail in the playoffs though, strictly because of the age thing. Like their predecessors. Okay. Maybe they make to the Eastern Conference, but their predecessors, Harden, Westbrook, KD, Ibaka, when they played LeBron and then lost.
Was it Paul George on that team? Was Paul George on that team?
No. That was way before that.
This was what? That was 2017, right?
Yeah, when they played Miami Heat. Was that Miami Heat's first championship?
The
big 3?
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah, because 16 Golden State won it, and then 17 they beat Golden State.
Yeah. I don't think that they can do it just because of the age, the experience.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I'll go back. I'll run it back to the to us losing, to the top teams. Maybe that's where that argument comes back into question. Like how tough is this team? I mean, you really can't, not to steal a
Yeah.
line from, Herb Brooks to the USA hockey team in 1980, but you don't win on talent alone.
No,
You got to
absolutely
have
not.
some mental grit and be fucking tough. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they don't have that. I'll be the first one to tell you they don't have it. It's like, they are soft. I see it all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It looks like the Knicks in the fourth quarter when they have a tiny bit of a heartbeat is when they start playing actual defense or tough grit defense, and that's something that you got to realize you need to be doing that. If you have a heartbeat, do this for multiple quarters. I understand you want to take it easy, keep your pace, but you can't give up on games where you had it in the bag, where you're up 15 and then you lose the lead. You need to fight back to get that. Don't
Yeah.
just give up.
Right.
Yeah. Be more physical. I mean, I know they call fouls on everybody, but you know what? Just if you're going to do it, make it count then if you know you're going to get hit for it anyway.
Calls on everybody for everybody but Cat. Cat's the only all-star who doesn't get a good whistle.
Never.
Brunson gets beat up too,
You
man.
get straight raped in the fucking paint and they don't call
Brunson
shit.
gets beat up.
To be fair on Brunson, he hunts for him.
He
Uh,
does.
He,
He helps.
he
Yeah,
does attempt to draw the foul many times. Yes.
all opposing
But
fan bases call Brunson a foul baiter, and there's some truth to it. I'm not,
I would agree with it, but
he
he does
instigates.
get
That's how
he
the guy
gets
plays.
disrespected a lot too. Um, I'm talking about like, why wasn't he on that Olympic team?
Good question. Why was Tyrese Halliburton there?
Right. Why was Joel Embiid there?
Yeah, right.
Joel
And then
Embiid could have
Joel
played
Em-
for 15 countries, I think.
Joel Embiid can only play half of his career games, but you bet his ass will be playing for the Olympics for a chance
Yeah.
to win
But why,
something.
why, why didn't he go play for France or Cameroon? He could have played for them too.
He
No.
needs to
Not,
feel
not part of
winning.
part
The
of the
guy
process.
wants to feel how it feels to win something because he never
Right.
will again. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not part of the process.
No.
No. Instead of them going, you know what, Joel, go play with those. Brunson, come on. Nope. 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 Nope.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, I think the Cavaliers are one injury away. If someone comes out of that starting lineup hurt, that team is done. That team is not built. The, the, that team is built to work exactly how it is. If you throw one monkey wrench in that team is going downhill. I
It's
truly believe that we have their number. That Mobley can't compete with our bigs. Allen's still over there, right? I don't think.
Yeah.
I
I like
truly
Jared
think
Allen.
that we can beat them in a game of
I,
7.
I agree. 100% I agree. The Knicks to
Celtics.
me,
Celtics shoot the best three ball I've probably ever seen as a fan. I compare them even to that Golden State Warriors team. I got to look at those stats, but they got to be close.
yeah, they have to be. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
just
they're tough, man. They're
yeah,
tough.
playing
But the
good.
Knicks to me, if they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals or the finals, you'd be like, yeah, I knew it. And if they lose in the first round, you'd be like, yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
Like
What
the
do you consider a successful season?
Eastern Conference Finals to me.
Right,
Same.
at least one step up. Right, get out of the second
Mm-hmm.
round. I
Yep.
agree.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
And make it interesting. Like take
Yeah.
it take it 7, lose in overtime. Make it worth my while. Don't
So does that mean next year will be championship or bust?
uh
Every year's championship or bust for me, but
yeah, with the lineup you have. I mean, look at the pieces that we got rid of that we could have kept, and we got better players in exchange. So yeah,
I'm
I think
telling
it's
you, man,
championship or bust this year. Even next year too. Until
how good would this team be if they still had Hartenstein and they were able to trade Randall
oh,
and
why
McBride
talk
for
about it?
Cat?
Who cares? They don't.
Oh,
But they don't.
they
So who
still had
cares?
DiVincenzo.
Go play
Oh,
NBA 2K if you want to build your own fantasy team, bro. Like it's over. Who gives a shit?
I
I
do
do.
believe Dante DiVincenzo will make his way back to this roster one way
I
or
you know that
another.
I feel the same thing. I'm like somehow he's gonna,
I feel like he'll make his way back, especially because his value just went down the drain playing for Minnesota. He's
yeah.
not worth what he would have been worth if we re-signed him.
I agree, man. I think he's gonna find his way back here. I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, they gotta step it up, man.
You guys want to
They
get
gotta
into this
step it
underrated, overrated thing?
up. Yeah, I guess we could start that now.
I'm
since
good
we
with it.
each have 5, right? So
Yep.
we usually do our 2-minute warning thing where we pick somebody and
Trash the shit out of them.
shit on
Okay.
them, pretty
Okay.
much. But instead of doing that today, our 2-minute warning is going to be all 3 of
I
us
do
have picked.
listen. I'm down to the 2-minute warning, and I have someone we could use.
Well, we can't do it now because I'm sorry,
Oh, you
I'm
got
a
to write
diva. I
them.
need to think about what I'm going to
Yeah,
All
say.
right.
Mikey's
Draymond would
quick.
have been a great one. Draymond would have been a
We
great one,
did Draymond. We did Draymond.
but he just recently. Did you hear what happened with him?
Yeah, I
So
heard what he do
the
it.
whole funeral thing, and
Yeah,
he deserved it this week. All right, let's do
yeah.
the
We did
overrated,
Draymond. Um,
underrated.
yeah. So instead of shitting on somebody, we're just gonna go. We're gonna do 5 underrated current NBA players. We all have 5. I'm sure we're gonna have intertwining ones or exactly the same ones, whatever.
So
But
just listen, like it's a lot. So we'll name the player and then just state like a quick one line.
yeah.
Why?
You gotta say something about it. Yeah.
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 All right. Let's
All
see if we
right.
have any.
So
Should we do one at a time, one each, go in circle, just in
yeah,
case we
one
have one
each, one
coming?
each. So I don't know if you want to do it. I don't really have an order except for number 1 is
I
my
don't have
number
any.
1.
I don't have any order. I wanted to. Yeah, I
All
wanted
right.
to
So
start with
you could do
mine are in
whatever
no
you
order.
want.
Want
Okay.
me to kick it off?
You start, man. You're the guest.
All right. We're gonna start with a Nick, that one of you guys don't like, Mitchell Robinson, one of the best defensive bigs in the
And
league.
that's the end of the show. We'll see you later.
One of the best offensive
Bro,
rebounders when
it's
healthy,
underrated. Bro.
underrated.
Oh, all right. Continue.
Oh, you're saying he's overrated?
I thought maybe you got it wrong too, Mikey. But all right.
No, I'm going Mitchell Robinson because he does not get
Okay.
enough respect for his position, especially by half Knicks fans. Half the Knicks fandom does not give him the respect he needs. So I did a
Okay.
homer one. I had to start with somebody I knew,
That's
somebody
okay.
close to home.
That's okay.
It's not his fault. Stay off the DL.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. But listen, when he is healthy, he is one of the best bigs, and he deserves his damn respect, in
Probably.
my opinion.
Yeah, that dude has not progressed on offense in fucking 6 or 7
Don't
years
need
in the
him
league.
to. Don't
Yeah,
need him
you
to.
do. Yeah, you do. And he can't shoot free throws. Can't be in at the end of the game.
I think he's 100% so far this year.
What? 0 for 0?
2 for 2,
100%
I
of
think.
nothing.
I think 2 for 2.
So I guess I'll go next since I'm in the middle
You
here.
go. Hmm.
So I picked a former Knick who was just recently the topic of conversation. I picked the big ragu, bro. I picked
Okay.
DiVincenzo, 100% underrated.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hate on that.
Mm-hmm.
I like
I'm not
that
gonna
one. I didn't
hate
even
on
think
that.
to put him. I like that one. Well,
Yeah.
he's definitely
Uh,
undervalued, underused on his current team.
Yes.
right. I agree with that too.
And at times I felt like there was no place for the guy, and I'm like, this dude could really be a problem. And just to watch him, I mean, you want to talk about clutch? I mean, even when he was off, the dude was still good. So, he was a big. I'd love to see him come back. I'd love
Oh,
to.
me too. Me
Likewise.
too.
Likewise.
Yeah.
What do you got,
I
Ant?
want to say this before I say my first one. Last year during the playoffs, I was watching Game 7, which Mikey knows the way I feel. They should have won that game. I don't give a shit who was playing. You have the game at home, you win the game at home. That's what I mean about them losing games at home.
Bro, they all died.
Okay, but they
All
got
died.
their asses kicked. Brunson gets hurt in the third quarter,
Yeah.
and
OG
then
was
Breaks his hand.
right,
Come on.
and then Josh Hart fouls out with what 3 minutes left, 4 minutes left, and when he's
Kid was
walking
playing a
off,
6-man rotation.
yeah, yeah, he's walking off, and that's when it hits you that it's over, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, oh man,
Yep.
they try, you know. Then he takes DiVincenzo and Isaiah Hartenstein out, right? Shut your here it is.
I'm sorry. I'm here.
So,
I'm here. Go ahead. Yep.
so no, Hartenstein and DiVincenzo come out,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, yo, we don't even know if these guys. Had no idea about DiVincenzo. I'm like, we don't even know if these guys are going to be on the team anymore. Like,
Yeah.
this might be the last time they're
Yep.
walking off the floor, and those 3 guys put it. Oh, yo, I like tears and shit, like a bitch. I was,
Yep.
but whatever. All right. That leads right into my number 5, and that is Isaiah Hartenstein. I know he got paid.
Man
You can say, oh,
crush.
he got paid, but the
You're
dude
fangirling, bro.
is
I
they'll
like that
pick
one.
they'll pick a whole bunch of guys before they pick.
Really?
I even
I
mention
can.
Isaiah
I
Hartenstein.
considered putting him on my list, but I thought one of you were gonna.
Nobody
All
hates on him,
right.
though. But nobody hates on him. He's just he is what he is, though, I think.
Oh, you don't have to
I feel
hate
like
on him. Just don't have.
only Knick fans really know his value. Knick fans, I guess not Thunder
Yeah,
fans,
he
but the
was a
rest of the league
fucking
was like,
beast.
Yeah, they know too now.
yeah,
Yeah, you're
Funny
right.
how they took off when they got him.
Anthony,
yeah.
I'll agree with you all day on that one. I was crushed when he fucking left. Crushed.
Well, so was
Yeah.
I.
That dude he was special. I just liked
Yeah.
him. And he fit well here.
I did.
Played well
I
here.
said to my son, I was like, yo, they re-signed Hartenstein. I'm buying a jersey.
Yeah,
Buying a Hartenstein jersey.
yeah,
But
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, so let's kick it to the next one. I'm gonna go across the bridge on this one, over to Brooklyn. Cam Thomas.
Wow.
Kid is an
he was almost on
all-star.
mine. He was almost on my list.
Kid plays all-star ball. He just doesn't get any recognition because his team is so shitty. 23
Yeah.
points a game,
Yeah.
pushing 4 assists a game, 3
Good
rebounds
coach.
a game.
Good
Yeah.
coach.
Good coach, great player.
He's
And I do
versatile.
have this theory that even bad teams have a guy who's going to shoot the ball 30 times a game and will look like an all-star. But this kid has done it against really good players.
I like him too. I agree with that. Mikey?
That's a good one. So my number 2, I think he's definitely underrated because he's more hated than respected. And when he's on the court, the dude is an absolute problem. But like I said, he gets no respect, and that's Trae Young. If you want to disagree, that's fine. But listen, I hate the dude because it's just how good he is, And I think people they take that and they boom and they don't give it. That dude he can ball.
Yeah, it's hard as a Knicks fan to like that one, but it's true.
I know.
I don't know about him being underrated. The guy averages 12 assists a game. Okay.
He was snubbed from All-Star.
It was.
Yeah, and then he got.
Didn't he come in because of injury?
Yes.
But
yeah.
Yeah, but still, they always they do shit like that all the time. I'll tell you what, he's more underrated than Isaiah Hartenstein. I'll tell you that much.
Well,
Yeah.
he's also paid way more too. But he's a good player, man, and he stepped up his defense. Believe it or not, I've been watching him, and the dude tries hard on defense, man. So that's all you could ask. Because Brunson, as much as I love Brunson, that dude can't guard a parked truck. So, we put up with it.
Offensive. That's about it.
But he does.
Who's
all right.
too?
My next one is somebody that Mikey and I targeted on the 2-minute warning on episode 3. Go back and check that out because I thought it was funny.
Okay.
But Josh Giddey.
He definitely stepped up with all the injuries on the team. He cooked the shit out of the Knicks.
Yep. I'm watching him and I'm like, this fucking motherfucking damn, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, he is
good. I like the Giddey pick. He's good. And he's not, obviously not talked about much because of the allegations against him that he beat, but aside from that, he is a good player.
He beat the allegations. And by the way, the you can ask Notes this. That A minor line. Did he ever tell you that? I came up with that line months before Kendrick Lamar did. And the problem was when we did the thing, it came to me the day after, and I went to Eddie and I was like, Eddie, oh my God, how about this line? And he was like, oh, we got to put it in. And I was like, no, we can't do that. It's done. Yeah.
Damn. We could have made you some money, man.
Kendrick. Yeah. All right.
It's back to me,
next?
right? Back to me. Let's go.
Yep.
Okay. I did. All right. I got it. Luke Cornett from the Boston Celtics.
Do you know that I thought about him?
Did you? Once a Knick, always a Knick. First
Once a Knick, yeah.
Unicornet, remember? It was the unicorn and the unicornet.
Yeah.
Rim protector, 3-point shooter, fills in for Porzingis on the regular and keeps that paint afloat for the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Fits right in that system.
Yeah.
Yeah, he may be a free agent after this year. I'm not sure.
Oh, man. Imagine he comes back here.
Big boy.
Mikey?
2.0. So My third one, also a former New York Knick, I feel is severely underrated for a multiple amount of reasons, is RJ Barrett.
He did carry his team while everyone was injured. He was having some really good games.
He was. I mean, you got a guy who's giving you 18.5 a game or 19 a game or something. And
It might be in the 20s. He might be in the 20s.
I don't know, but
he's to me that he still doesn't beat the
hard
soft
worker.
allegations. Soft.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll ever drive a team to championship or be the X factor in the playoffs. Obviously, only because I'm biased. Seen him there a few times.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. But that's a good choice. My next one is I love this dude. I wish he was on the Knicks. Desmond Bain.
Okay.
Desmond Bain from Memphis.
Yep.
I like
that dude can play.
I like Desmond Bain.
And he's quiet. I mean, last night he got in Durant's mug, but
he's been in the league for a little while, right?
He's not that old. It's probably been in the league maybe 5 years.
I was gonna say
from TCU. He was in TCU. Came out of. Yeah, man. That dude's
I get to watch enough West Coast basketball, man.
Yeah, eventually they played the Knicks and Nets. So
yeah. All right. What's the next one we got here?
You go.
Miles Turner. Turner's been consistently a solid big in the East. One of the best two-way bigs in the East. It's constantly being talked about being traded about, or constantly being talked about being traded. Guy has been holding down the Pacers for a while. I wanted him on the Knicks for the longest time.
I thought he was coming to the Knicks a couple of years ago.
Me too. Part of me still does want him, and I think he'll eventually find his way to this roster.
Yeah, dude's a beast. Again, my fourth one, it's kind of non-conventional, but I had to pick Zion Williamson, bro. I mean, the guy's
underrated.
I think he's underrated, and I think the reason is because he's associated more with his injuries than he is the way he can play and his skill set.
I got to give you pushback on my pushback for Mitchell Robinson then, because that's the same. We're talking the same.
Yeah, but I did agree with you. Go back and watch this tomorrow or whenever you want. But I did agree with you in your points when you did bring them up.
All right.
So you did kind of shift. You did kind of shift, but
I like your Zion argument, but it's just like, I don't know. This guy's a star, man. People, like
allegedly,
him in a trade would cost a lot.
But I'm saying no. But he's not getting over that hump. He's not like, oh, bro, we still got Zion. I mean, it was 4 years ago. The Knicks got G'd.
Zion's humping enough. Believe me, he's humping enough.
To me, like I said, when guys talk about him, it's more.
Yeah, it's with disrespect more than
It is. And that's part of being underrated.
By the way, that was another 2-minute warning target, Zion Williams.
Yeah, I know it was.
He's an easy one.
That was a good one too. That was a good one.
Okay, my next one is this guy frustrates the Knicks all the time. Dyson Daniels, Atlanta.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
That is a good one. Dyson Daniels, he gets no burn from anybody. He's a solid player, bro.
Can play.
Yeah, he could ball.
You could just see the look on Brunson's face when he's like,
plays like a kid.
I got this dude all night now.
Yeah.
But Dyson Daniels is my next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. He cooks us when he plays us.
All right, bro.
My last one is debatable, and I didn't really even want to put it on it. But I ended up putting him on because he gets snubbed for everything. Tyrese Maxey. He's the fourth leading scorer in the league and didn't make.
Damn, I almost put him. The only reason I didn't is because
Maxey's cold, bro. He's fucking good. He's
like I think everybody knows he's good, but I understand.
It was the All-Star stuff. It was being the fourth leading scorer in the NBA and not making All-Star, which made
I agree with that. He is so good.
But like, what's the problem there? Like how do you like? There's no brushback to that. Like you said, the fourth leading scorer in the league, bro. And
I agree, man.
That taking the trip,
play, man.
You're not taking the trip, bro. Like, what's the problem there?
Yeah,
tell me. Make something up.
Yeah. Yeah,
maybe it's because he's so young and the team's not winning currently. Maybe because you got two guys that overshot. maybe the overshadow of Embiid and Paul George make him smaller than his image.
Paul George.
Bro, but
Wait
everybody.
till we do overrated. Paul
Listen,
George is going to be on my list.
if you're a basketball fan and you know basketball, right? Like Tyrese Maxey is a problem. Like how he gets snubbed for anything.
Yeah.
There's awards that they have to make because you're an individual still. So fuck the team and whoever else you play with. If you're good and you're an up and comer, give him his rec.
Yeah.
Absolutely, he deserved it.
Respect the guy. He's a problem.
And he's a class act too.
He is.
Yes,
He
is.
You see
Absolutely.
him on the court.
No
You're
hate
like,
fan. No
look at
hate.
this dude, but he is. He is. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yep.
That's a good one.
Thank you, bro.
You go, Mikey.
So my last one, I thought for sure one of you guys was already going to say him. Because I mean, it is debatable, but Paolo Banchero, I mean, hands down, and he's my number one. I think he is very, very, very underrated.
I forgot about him because he got injured.
Yeah, but
that's a great one.
Still,
all right, Mikey. I have to take back that you said you don't like Spanish guys because Banchero is Spanish,
only
and
on
you
his
made
mother.
him so I have to take it back. I'm sorry, man. I apologize.
But yeah, I mean that dude that boy can cook, and
He's good, man.
He gets like I said, he gets no burn, like no love. I mean, everyone forgets. This is a rookie of the year. Now it's all about whoever like the new shiny toy, and dudes don't even give him like that respect anymore.
Listen, I got that rookie card somewhere in my card collection, man. Hopefully, he gets really good. I'll put my daughter through college with that thing.
There you go.
Yeah. So whatever. But yeah, that's it. That's my last one. So go ahead, Ant.
I am so surprised at you guys. And
I'm surprised none of us had the same one.
That's true.
More proud of us for all having different ones.
That's great.
That's crazy.
But how, especially you, Modelo Beckham of Big Knick Energy, how do you not have
Knick?
Josh Hart as the number?
You know what's crazy? He was my first. When I was making my list, he was my first one, and I was like, you know what? He's not underrated.
He is underrated,
perfectly rated.
That dude is a smaller version of LeBron with just less scoring because that's not really his game.
Yeah, he's a smaller Draymond. I get it. But I don't think he's underrated. I think his value is well known across the league.
I just think his class kind of stops in New York. To be honest, like he gets no respect. I mean, he's right. He's kind of like outside, like New York. He's a god. He's a god here. Like he's just under. That's Batman and Robin.
He was on three other teams, man. He was on three other teams.
So there is this thing that I read, and a lot of people have this theory, like Tom Thibodeau is always going to get the best usage out of players, and when they leave a Tom Thibodeau team, they're never going to look the same. They're always going to look worse. And I think like we could see that with, let's see. I mean, we could argue RJ Barrett because he's doing roughly the same shit. Dante DiVincenzo, Precious Achiuwa when he leaves this team is not going to have any value. He's probably be deep on the bench.
Be like, what team is he in?
Who else? I'm drawing blanks, but there's plenty of guys that Tom Thibodeau has put talent behind, and then they leave and it's gone. And I think Josh Hart is very much a victim of that. If he were to be somewhere else, it wouldn't work.
I think if Mitch
I don't know, man. How did those other teams not see? How did the Lakers not see the Pelicans? Who's it? Portland. Portland don't see shit anyway, man.
Just didn't fit. Fits here.
I'm glad he's here.
With that being said, I think Josh belongs on the bench. I don't know what you guys feel about that. I think he should be the first guy off the bench.
I wouldn't hate it.
I wouldn't
bother me.
I wouldn't hate it.
Do you think when Mitch is off minutes restriction, we see that 4-5 Cat Mitch with Josh coming off the bench, or is it like going to be McHale?
Well,
I think they'll put Josh Hart on the bench. They won't. They can't bench Bridges or not start Bridges because they paid too much for him.
Yeah,
the draft picks or whatever that's too much.
Yeah, but like you said, bro, it's Thibs too. Is he going to run through the big guys?
Absolutely not. Well, I mean, he's not going to run through Mitch. We know that.
No.
Well, you never know.
I got something to say about Bridges.
Bro, the dude's always smiling.
Never missed a game in his career.
Knicks could be losing by like 80, and he's
why I think he's a little overrated defensively. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. He was sold as one of the best wing stoppers in the game.
yeah, and this is part Tibbs' problem. He's picking up the point guard or whoever's bringing up the ball. Usually it's let's just say he's usually guarding the one for some reason. He's picking him up half court. He gets picked, and then somebody else now is guarding the guy that he's supposed to be guarding. I don't. How doesn't Tibbs adjust to that?
Well,
I,
I think that's something when we die, that's like a question for God. That's
I,
one of those.
do
That's
you
one of those we'll
understand
never
what I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah,
Like it
no one
happens
gets up.
every possession. He's guarding the guy he's supposed to be guarding. They set a pick. He runs into the pick. Somebody now Brunson's checking the guy.
There's things we'll never know. Like why when a player gets hot, Tibbs calls a timeout.
Tibbs,
Why
yeah,
when a player gets hot, Tibbs pulls him out.
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll never know.
I agree, man. It's
Nick's best
yeah,
defensive player in the past 2 weeks has been Precious Achua. Tell me it hasn't.
OJ
he's
Anunoby
been
is
good.
doing the sneaky things though.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
just saying as
yeah,
far as worth goes, But
yeah. But there was a
Absolutely.
game. I know you got to cut out Modelo, but
It's all right. I got another few minutes. We're good. Give me 5 more minutes.
um, there was a game. It was one of the games against Detroit where Cade Cunningham was
Absolutely
lighting the
destroyed
Knicks
us.
up. Yes, from beginning to end.
Yep.
And I'm watching the game, and Bridges is guarding him,
And couldn't
guarding
stop
him.
him.
Couldn't stop him, but Ananobi is guarding somebody else. After that third quarter, you have to pull Ananobi over and go, all right, my man. Yo, Michael, you guard whoever the hell else is on that team. Somebody, OG, you got Cunningham. And that's it. Because at least if he's going to get it, you're going to make his ass work for it. And he went into, I think he guarded him one possession in the fourth quarter. It was driving me crazy.
Yep. It was towards the end of the game. I remember he made the switch. I
Right.
don't know. See, so there's some things where people say Tibbs' coaching style is outdated. I'm not allowed to say if I agree with that, but I could see why people would say that.
Um, I don't think it's look, he's no Spoelstra is the best coach in the NBA.
yeah,
Spoelstra
Ulster
and
doesn't.
Ty
Yeah,
Lue.
and he hasn't changed. He didn't have to adjust when the big three left. His system was fucking great,
Yep.
and he's a.
You
And
see him
you
the
were
other
right.
night, the Knicks when they're playing the Knicks went into a zone and the Knicks couldn't figure out the fucking zone. How come
Yep.
the Knicks never play a zone?
Yeah,
Why don't they ever play a zone?
That's why I say there might be a little outdated coaching going on.
yeah.
I'm baffled.
I don't know. I mean, that's what sucks with retreads. They bring their shit with them.
Yeah, yeah.
It worked in
Right.
Chicago, it won't work here. I mean, you can, whatever. I get it, but whatever. I'm just looking forward to the next game.
I'm looking forward to next season because I think inevitably we lose in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I hope the Knicks make a push for Giannis. I don't know what that's going to cost, but I'm willing to lose some pieces.
I don't want to lose Josh Hart over him. He better not be one of the pieces.
Talking about Giannis, bro.
I don't give a shit.
Talking about
And then
okay. I'm
runs
giving
around
you
like
Any
this.
Josh Hart.
anybody with Jalen and Cat, in my opinion.
Thank you. I'm Josh Hart. He's gonna offer his tribute. I'm sorry, bro. It's happening. Giannis, fucking
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
yeah, okay, yeah. Hold my NBA title. Stop, please stop.
He would
Stop.
Overrated.
he would be great over here, man.
I think so too, and he'd love it here too. He would.
Finally get to be in a big market.
Yep.
He would love it.
Yep.
You know how many endorsements he'd get? His personality is built for this.
Yep. I'm
I
all for it.
trade Mitch for his ass. That's for sure.
We'll see.
We might be stuck with Mitch for a while.
Yep.
When's his
I think they
contract up?
NBA
Oh,
2K10.
Yeah, I'd have to pull that up, but I would say that there's not much. We overvalue Mitch compared to what other NBA teams value Mitch at.
I agree.
That's what I'll say about Mitch.
Just
The
put it this
I
way.
coaching.
agree.
When you
There's a
play
reason he's the
NBA,
longest tenured Nick.
when you play NBA 2K50, Mitch is still going to be on the Knicks roster.
Yeah.
What are
He's gonna
they
be
up
like
to?
David Wright somehow. He's gonna be getting paid forever.
He's never off the team. Ever.
It's so funny.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
All right, man.
Yeah, awesome episode. Great talking to you guys, man.
Yeah. Oh, it was great to have
Thanks
you.
for coming on with us,
Yeah.
man. This is
Yeah,
Yeah, I would love to do this again sometime. Maybe when we get let's go deep in the second round. If you guys want me back on, I'll come back on and we'll talk some playoffs.
yeah,
All
but
right.
then by then we'll be in the studio.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We could do that.
You
So
know?
again, shout out to Big Nick Energy.
Yeah, let's
It's a
do the
great
shout outs.
company. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. That's what I'm saying. Do the shout outs.
I mean, they got great threads. They got fresh ideas. I mean, it's it's huge here in New York, and it really is a great
Mm-hmm.
company. Definitely check them out. Quality clothing too, and it's really
Thank you
awesome.
guys. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody who listens to this. Make sure you follow us at Big Nick Energy on all social
That's
media,
right.
all that. And yeah, thanks for having me, boys. Definitely will be back.
Yeah.
All right.
You got any more shout outs, Mikey?
Nope.
Hector. We got to shout out Hector, our boy
Shout out
Hector.
Hector.
Blunt thought.
Hector's Blunt Thoughts. You got to check that out. He's awesome.
All right,
He's
shout out Hector.
awesome.
Shout out Note Studio.
Note Studio. That's right. 100%. And Marcelino's Restaurant in New Windsor.
Shout
My
out
boy.
Marcelinos.
Yep. Cheesecake Shop over here in Isabela or Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. And my boy Chef Tino. Went to his
Oh,
joint the other night, man. Yo, he
shout
had
out
a
Chef Tino.
vicious ribeye, man.
Hell yeah. I'm
over
jealous.
here in
We got to
Isabela.
make our way out to Puerto Rico sometime. We got to
Yo,
talk to Eddie again. We got to make a trip out there.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
So thanks for joining us. And
Absolutely.
hopefully we'll do this again.
Let's go Knicks, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Knicks tape.
Tomorrow, was
Get
it
it
tomorrow
going.
night, right?
Yeah,
Tomorrow
this
night?
episode goes up tonight, tomorrow.
Probably
Tomorrow.
tonight, but
Awesome. So then, yeah, tomorrow Knicks. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get the stub.
Yep.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right.
Take care.
All right, thanks guys.
Have a good one. See you later.